What class do they come from? They'll be late enough.
Yeah, they'll be late.
He wasn't in my class. There were quite a few kids out of UConn this morning. It's kind of a bummer. I know Deisha getting a root canal today.
Oh, that's rough.
And there are a couple other kids. Gio came in at the very end. Who else was out today?
I spent my entire class yesterday with him. Yeah, I know, he's out, I think. There were a bunch of kids out, like, sick.
Yeah, Elijah went home.
Yeah, I just saw that. I wish I had caught her because.
Where'd she say that? Where is it? Ooh, oh, they're so good.
I'm a little nervous that they're gonna see that and be like, "What's the deal?"
Here, Mark just goes over like. It's something fun. It's something fun.
Sometimes I feel like I'm in an alien movie.
Right? Who's that?
Oh, you're so funny.
This morning, just stepped out of during break, was just going. And Blake's like looking around, like he like goes back to his work, and then he's like, and then he like hones in on where he was upstairs.
Amazing.
In an alien movie.
Alright, I'm gonna go find my good buddy, Mr. Cabral.
Okay.
Just.
There's something else. So there's something else.
Come on, girl.
I went in like 6 minutes after my class was supposed to start. And then like hadn't started cleaning up.
He's like,
seat silent. 20 seconds. Voices are off. 10, 9, 8, 7. We're not standing at our seats. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
You
Good
have
job.
2 minutes, thank you. You have 2 minutes to look over the work that was just passed back to you and do the facts. So the first section of Thursday, facts is to be done, and you have time, 1 minute to look over your work that was just passed back. You're silently looking over your work, you're silently doing the facts by the end of that time. You're silently looking over your work, you're silently doing the facts. Again, you have 50 seconds. The facts must be done by the end of that time. Pencils away, pens out in 4. In 3, pencils are away in 2. Pencils are completely gone, they're not even on your desk in 1. Thank you, Sarah, for making it. Please read off 1 through 10 for me. What did you get, Jeremy? What did you get, Tasia? Randy, try to in your work. Negative 5, negative 19. And number 4 was just 3. The 0 didn't change it at all. Please give yourself that fraction. Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you. Randy, pushing on the. Please give yourself your fraction out of 10. Please give yourself your fraction out of 10. I'll know that you're ready for the skills when your pencil's in your hand and your pen is away. I'll know you're ready to start the skills when your pencil's in your hand and your pen is away. Corbin, will you remind us of the formulas that we need for this skills section? Just read them out loud for us, please. Yep, d pi, diameter times pi for the circumference. What about for the area? Pi r squared. Yep, very good. Radius is going to be diameter in half. And then the diameter would be 2 times radius. Calculators are coming out to you. You have 3 minutes. It's okay, still please. You have 3 minutes silently to work on your skills. use the approximation, just use the pi answer, like 12 pi or 6 pi or things like that. Where's your skills and Here. What are you doing? Huh? No, right now we're on Thursday skills. To work on the skills, see how many you can get right. You may leave your answer in terms of pi, or you may use 3.14 for pi. Again, these quick questions are an easy 20% of your grade. When the timer goes off, pencil will go into your desk and pen will come out. More seconds, pencil will go away, pen will come out. Pencil is away, pen is out in 4. In 3, no more pencils at all, Lucas, make sure it's in your desk. In 2, make sure it's in your desk, pencil is completely away. In 1. Maybe that's a loss of 2 for now following directions. Everyone else, switch with your partner in 4. In 3, thank you for showing me those directions, Jessica. In 2, switch with your partner, please. Back row. Did you switch? Thank you, Marilyn. And 1. Here are the answers when 3.14 was used. You could have also, your partner could have also written it in pi. That's fine as well. This is the work that I used to get to those answers. Please give them a check or an F. Thank you for doing that, Corbin. Thank you, Tanisha, for helping me grade. Thank you, Zaya, for putting a fraction out of 5 that they got correct. Pass those up silently, please. Make sure that they arrive. The side that gets those up faster will earn the point. I'm gonna look at it and let you know. Thanks for asking that. This is a loss from professionals, Zayel and Corbin. Please stop laughing. Pass up all the packets. Math notebooks are out in 6. In 5. Sierra, pass it up in 4. In 3. In 2. Thank you, Chanel, for getting that direction. Math notebooks are out. In 2. decide as a whole bit. Sit down. If you're calling out, it's a loss of 2. Stop calling out. You should be in a slant right now. Just like Jessica. Sierra's tracking Michelle. So the points are 8-3. We will decide, or the team that wins will decide what they choose for their prize, whether it's a homework pass, whether it's... We can talk about it. So these are coming to you. First page and exit ticket, top quality. Don't forget your number. Take off the homework. Quality headings, exit ticket, and the front of the packet. I see that Jeremy's jumping to that direction. I see that Chanel.
My next one.
I see that Chanel's following that direction. You can choose It's a disruption, Zaya. I'm still looking for slants from one side who wants to earn a point. You must have 2 top quality headings done and get a slant. That's it. She'll write it. She lost the 2 for calling out Zaya. Chanel. Sit down. It's a loss of 2 for calling out and unprofessional.
I'm still like that.
Hold on, Chanel. Emery, it's not okay. It is embarrassing that I can't even hear Chanel speak because there's so much conversation and laughing going on. Your pencil needs to be in your hand because you're annotating our think about it. Your pencil's in your hand because you're annotating our think about it. You must follow that direction silently in 3, in 2, and in 1. Please do it one more time. Chanel, this is an interactive, like partner think about it, so we need to know what's going on.
Think about you and your best friend. How much TV do you watch on weeknights and weekends? How about your seat partner? Ellen the table with
So right now, I've assigned you partners for today's work. These are your partners, and you're going to turn and talk to them to fill in this chart. You're going to take 2 minutes to do this, and you will do it in a level 2 voice. You may begin. Just turn around. You need to
Oh, I'm a fan. Wow.
It must be filled in 30 seconds.
I don't watch TV.
Everybody watches TV right here.
If I don't watch TV, I don't watch TV. I'm playing my
Thank you, everyone. Please turn around and face the front. Go back to your original seats in 5. In 4, Sally facing the front in 3. Thank you, Sierra, for jumping to that. Sally facing the front in 2 changes there. Sally facing the front in 1. So you and your seat. So you and your partner just did some data on how many minutes of TV you watch. Right now, you're going to silently answer A and B, the next question, on your own. You're going to read them, annotate, and silently answer them on your own. You have 3 minutes, and you must have something written from A and B. The disruption is I see that Cassie is following that direction. I see that Jamar is following that direction. I see that Sierra is reading A and B and is going to answer those questions. It's a lot of talking Corbin, we're on the side.
So wait, hold up, stop.
Tuesday, you're talking about on the
I'm trying to defend my. Have you ever wrote a commitment to excellence? Commitment to excellence said that we have to support our teammates.
It's a lawsuit too for talking.
Amen. I wrote that thing. I just wanted to.
Thank you.
I know both of
It's a
them.
lawsuit too for talking. You do not wish to speak, you're answering A and B silently on your own.
You just interrupted. All of them. Somebody gotta go.
Answer A and B.
I know you're.
Sierra, you must have written down. You're not even reading and annotating. Read and annotate and answer the questions. Yep, annotate and answer. That is what's happening. Right now, currently, if you do not have something written down, you're earning a loss if you are not following directions.
I was in cheating my thing.
Thank you, Tasman.
My name's written down here. So what are you talking about?
It's a loss of 2 for talking. You do not have permission to speak. No, you don't. Stop talking. Should now? Will you please tell us your answer for A? Right, exactly. So, yeah, we can't just take that one date and make like a whole big generation. Right now, everyone in a slant and voice check in 3, in 2. Thank you, Destiny. Slant and voice check in 1. Zion, you can wait outside.
No.
Go stand up and wait outside. Because someone's going to get you. Go stand up and wait outside. That's your direction. If you refuse to do that, it's going to be lost. It's going to make it for defiance.
You were just threatening people to not go. You don't get out of here right now. You got major.
Slant and voice check in 3. Slant and voice check in 2. Slant and voice check for the Emery, we're going to see how long this takes, and I really hope it's not very much time, because we only have 6 weeks until the SBAC, and I know many of you want to do well and can do really well. We just need to focus. So every minute and every second that goes by is 1 minute closer to the SBAC, which we need to do well. You have 6 seconds to get 2 feet flat under your desk, your voice turned off, and you to be pushed in all the way that you could do the Shira. 6, 5, 4, 3, you're in a slant. 2, your voice is off. And 1. Chanel, will you please explain one more time what you put your head in?
I would say that it's not correct because the last person shows.
Okay.
That means that like TV watching habits.
Okay. Due to different TV shows. Does anyone have anything different or similar to what Chanel just wrote down? Raise your hand silently if you'd like to contribute. Yes, Destiny. TV shows. Different TV shows would be different hours. Is it fair, Destiny, to make a huge generalization like this just for one day, just for February 15th?
No, because
Right.
there's yeah, a lot of different TV shows and channels.
Right. But is it fair to make a huge statement like this, that we each watch 3 hours of TV every single night, just based on this day? Daisha, please help us out. Stop that, Ramsey. Right, thank you, very good. And it's a huge generalization for just one sample. Stop. So lots of performance for talking, Randy, you need to push it all the way. For just one sample. For B, please share with us what you had. Can you use a loss of 2%? Please share with us what you had for the second one, Jeremy. Please read us B and tell us what you would have responded for that one. The non-professional Randy, Marcus, and Corbin. Jeremy, read out loud for us so we can all understand where you're coming from when you give your response.
So, you said watching TV.
Start at the beginning, please, and read the whole thing.
Oh, we take a random sample. 10
Mars lost your
nights of TV watching over the year. On average, we watch 1.7 hours of TV.
Right. What do you think about that, Jeremy? They took 10 samples over the course of a year, and then they're making this generalization. What do you think about that? What? Yeah. It's a good sample. Why, Jeremy? Why is this an accurate sample? I need something more concrete than that. If you're not sure, phone a friend, and then we can go from there. Marcus, we took 10 nights of sampling over a whole year, and we made a generalization. Marcus, why is that okay to make a generalization with 10 samples? It's a loss of 2%. course of an entire year.
Can you say that again? Can you like say that again?
Yes, we took 10 samples, like we did this chart 10 times for 1 year. So lots of you Destiny, please stop speaking. Over the course of 1 year. Why is that a pretty good sample?
It's a pretty good sample because
Alright.
because it's kind of like random sometimes.
It is random, yeah. What else?
Oh, what else?
Mhm.
Can I call on a friend?
Sure. Yep, Daishalise is ready.
Sharon?
Daishalise?
Sharon?
I'm actually going to call on Daishalise because her hand has been up, but thank you. Yes, Daishalise. Mhm. Right, and more than one sample. We can make a generalization based on all of these samples. And it's more than one sample. Make sure you have this down. This is important information for the upcoming quiz that we have on Monday. So you'll want to know what makes a sample good, representative, accurate, random, and what doesn't. I see Chanel's writing this down. Make sure you're writing this down for A and B, Randy. Jasmine, do you have this down for A and B? Okay. Okay, I'll read it to you. This is an accurate sample. Jeremy, this is an accurate sample for B. You're writing this down, I'm reading it to you. This is an accurate sample. Because it's random, it covers a whole year. Once you have this written down, move on to the next page. Thank you, Jessica's there. Damar's turning to the next page because we saw her with the first one. Thank you, Lucas. Oh, you're right. Thank you. Yep, Chanel's right. You're on page 2. I double did it. Yep, you're on page 2. So today we're asking the question, actually doing an experiment to test out this question of, if I have 2 different sets of data or data, 2 different line plots or 2 different box plots, how can I say with accuracy that they're about the same or really different? That's the question we're asking today, and we're actually going to calculate. There's a way to like measure if 2 samples are similar, if they're the same, or if they're completely different. Yes, Destiny? Hmm? No, that's not test questions. So if we have 2 sets of data, are they similar or are they different? Nasia, please keep it together and be professional. So please read example 1 for us, Lucas. Make sure you're tracking example 1. Your voices are off. Will you read it again, the level 3 voice, so we can all hear you? One more time, Lucas, in a level 3 voice. One more time, so we can all hear you in a level 3 voice. Right, so we're going to do an experiment to see people's, so we have our partners set up here. Let's say our partners are Seer and Damar. They would decide amongst themselves who's the timer and who's the person that's going to estimate the minute. The timer is going to be looking up here because I'm going to have the clock running. The estimator of the minute is going to have their head down on the desk, and they're just going to raise their hand silently when they think a minute has gone by. They can be counting in their heads. They can just estimate when they think an approximate minute has gone by. We're going to do 2 trials, one without talking, the room's gonna be silent, and one with talking. That means the person who's doing the timing is gonna be whispering to the person, just like telling them a random story. It can be funny, it can be sad, it can be whatever you want. So right now, I need you to take 10 seconds. Right now, I need you to take 10 seconds with your partner and just decide who is the timer, like who's watching the clock, and who has their head down to estimate a minute. Go ahead, turn and tell your partner, and decide which is which. I'm not turn. Decide your partner who's what.
You gonna be done.
Sierra, I need you to be this. Let me know you're turning to me.
No.
Thank you, everyone. Raise your hand silently if you are the timer in your group. You can only be one of you. Can only be one of you. You pick one or the other.
Oh my God.
Jose, one person's watching the clock, the other person has their head down. You're working with Marcus. So if you have your hand down, that means that you are the estimator. So all the estimators right now, please put your head down on the desk. All the timers, I'm going to give you a set of instructions, so I need your eyes up front. Which of you is the estimator, which of you is the teacher? Estimator, so your head needs to be down. And your head needs to be down. The timer is watching the clock. The estimator has their head down. So your head needs to be down then. Thank you, Jamar. Thank you, Zayel, for silently putting your head down. So I need all timers to have their eyes up front. Nerlin and Zayel. Zayel, put your head down. Nerlin, eyes up front. No, I just decided for you. Put your head down. Nerlin's eyes are up front. It's a loss to be from professional, Nora. So eyes are up front. You're pushed in all the way. In 4, in 3, in 2. Please get there, Deschlis. Please get there. Push in all the way. In 1. So I'm going to set the timer up and I'm going to press go. When your person raises their hand, that means that they think a minute has gone by. The first trial we do is going to be completely silent. You're not going to be talking to them. The second trial, you're going to be talking to them and like saying whatever you want to them. It could be funny, but it must be in a whispered voice. As soon as they raise their hand, write down right here how many seconds went by. If you have a question, please raise your hand. Yes, Destiny.
Tell a story now.
No, right now we're without talking. Right now we're without talking. So people with your heads down, you will raise your hand when you think a minute has gone by as of right now. If your person raised their hand, write it down. Jose, if you have a question, so if his hand is up, that means you need to write the time.
I already did.
Okay, good. Put your hand back down. Okay, so at this point, everyone has raised their hands, correct? That's why I tune out that means people can be watching. Okay, great. That was a minute and 10. Heads are back down. Heads are back down. Heads are back down silently in 3. In 2, heads are back down. Please get there. No, it's the same. this time when I start the timer, you're gonna whisper to your partner. You're not gonna say anything related to the time, but you will tell them like a story or something. You can make it funny, but you don't have to, and they just need to still, like always, raise their hand when a minute has gone by. People with your heads down, Lucas, all the way in your arms. People with your heads all the way into your arms, Lucas. People with your heads down, the timer begins now.
Already?
Okay, so write that time down. She just wants
She raised her hand.
Okay, eyes up front in 3, eyes up front in 2, eyes up front in 1. Everyone voted that second time, correct? Everyone has it written down? Yeah.
No.
Okay, Jasmine, please sit up. Okay, so when I call on you, I need you to tell me your data. Please, I need your eyes up front so that you're ready when I call on you. Jasmine, you too. To keep on your destination all the way. Destination all the way, Marcus. Jasmine and Dave, please give me your without talking and your with talking. What? 1 minute, 60 seconds is what it is. We're measuring it in seconds. Corbin and Jessica? So let's do some professional turn. What are your seconds? 50, 55. Thank you for giving that to me in seconds. While people are giving their data, everyone else needs to be silent. So lots of 2 days for talking. Tomorrow, so lots of 2 for talking. Lushira and Randine. 56. Make sure you have this written down for everyone. Jeremy and Tasia. Lushira, I really need your voice up and you should be writing this down. So pick up your pencil and write this down, please, on page 2. And write this down on page 2. Thank you, Jessica, for writing it down. Lucas and Chanel. Thank you. Maryland and Zayel.
16, 14.
Jose and Marcus, everyone else is silent.
Without talking 42,
Uh-huh.
with talking 1 minute.
60 seconds. Sierra and DeMar. Sierra and DeMar. 101, so 61 seconds. Destiny and Amara.
A minute.
Voices off in 3, voices off in 2, voices off in 1. So now we're actually going to do a series of calculations to see if that's significantly different than with talking. Right now, without doing our calculation, what is your prediction? Raise your hand and to tell me if you think they're really different or they're about the same. Destiny, then Mushaira. Okay, what's your prediction, Mushaira?
I think they're different because without talking, you can concentrate, but with talking, you might get distracted. This person saying they're yelling in your ear.
Okay, so you both think they're different. Right now, we're going to do a series of calculations to figure out if using statistics, these numbers, this set of data, is different or not. Pass it back. Notebook is out. Update your fresh page. Memory, please keep your voices off as you're writing down your title. Cushion all the way. 2 feet flat under your desk. 2 feet flat under your desk, cushion all the way. Open your notebook to a fresh page. And write this down. Pass it to have this down in your notebook already. Marcus, write this down in your notebook. Write it down. Jose, put it down. Thank you. Will you please read number 1 for us? Read number 1 for us, Destiny. Read number 1. I didn't hear you, so in a level 3 voice, please.
Determine the mean and the mad for both samples.
Yep, so let's start that first. Let's do the mean and the mad for both samples. We have without talking and we have with. Let's go for the without talking and then with. Find the mean for those 2 sets of data and let me know when you have it what it is. So also to Corbin and Randy for talking. Okay, we're finding the mean and the mad right now. That's the way. Thank you, Chanel, for working to find the mean of that set of data, the with talking and without talking. Yes, David? Do it right here on this original sheet, the original packet. Okay, let's find the mean with and the mean without. I'll do it as well. How do we find the mean? How do we find the mean? How do we find the mean, Jasmine? How many are there? 6, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Yep. Salasa 2, Zariel and Destiny from Professional. Yes, Chanel. Your hands are down right now unless you are willing to give a calculation or help out with the math. I actually don't have one right now, so just please hang tight until you get the information and you can just write it down. Yes, Amar? Great. No, this is perfect. Without and with let's put that into our data table that's in our notebook, or will be in our notebook soon. Without is 52, with is 47. Now I need to calculate the MAD. Who can remind us how we're going to calculate the MAD using the mean and all of our numbers? Please track Tasman in 3. In 2, show her your respect, please, Sierra. In 1. How do I find the MAD? Right. Right. This side of the Blue Shires team, please do the without MAD. And this side, please do the with MAD. And I'm going to take those two values from you to do our final calculation. This side, you're doing the without MAD. I must see you working on that calculation. This side, you're doing the with talking for the MAD. Tasman actually just explained it. You find the difference between the mean, which we just calculated, the mean is there, the mean and every number. And that difference, you'll have 9 of them. You find the mean of all of them. It's a lot of work you need to do for your test. You might as well start practicing it now. Round it to the nearest 10.
We divide.
For this one, we will divide it by 9. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna call on you for the with, right? You found all the differences? You're the without? You did all the differences, right? Is that easy? So you found like 16 minus 2. 15 minus 52. You minus everyone. 60 minus 52 is 60 minus 50 is 2. You find all the differences. Average. It shouldn't be that big of a number. Tasman, I'm going to come to you for the width, and Chanel's going to drop the picture. You two are responsible for it. How would you find it right after you would find it? Yeah, what did you get? Huh? How? Yeah? Oh, yeah. Okay.
I got it. 46.
So you two talk about it and come up with your answer.
My average job.
You're right. There's no way these numbers are that big when you got 6.
Hey, yo.
You're not supposed to plus it. You're supposed to minus it.
No, you didn't.
Eyes up front in 3. Bouchard, eyes up front in 2. 2 people under your desk, Jay Shalise. Eyes up front in 1. Sierra, it's a loss in 2. An achievement credit goes to Chanel, who's just barely calculated both of the maths. Please tell us how you did that.